The Arctic, a place of pristine beauty. Smothered with snow, clean and pure. Well, that's how it appears, but it's an illusion. Arctic snow is tainted with microplastics and rubber particles and clothing fibres. Given the amount of pollution in the atmosphere, it's perhaps hardly surprising that we're finding microplastics in snow. But we have such a strong belief in the essential purity of this stuff that some people will find this news rather shocking. Dr. Melanie Bergman led the research. First stage involves a bit of low technology, a dessert spoon and a flask.
I think we're not treating our planet very thoughtfully. Basically, we produce all these packaging materials, we cover everything in polymer-based varnish. We use a lot of rubber, which we also find in our aerial samples, snow samples, and don't even think about what is happening to this in the environment.
But few people live here. Where on earth do the pollutants come from?
We know that most of what we are analyzing up there and measuring are long-range transported pollution, coming from the continent, coming from Asia, coming from all over the world. And some of these chemicals have properties that are a threat for the ecosystem, for living animals.
Scientists have found that air and sea currents drive pollutants north. Last year, we broke the news that Arctic sea ice had more microplastics than anywhere in the ocean because floating particles get bonded into the ice as it freezes. We found plastic pollution on the Arctic beaches. Some of this debris had drifted for thousands of miles. Tourists still trek here to experience what appears to be wilderness, creating their own pollution on the way. How do locals feel about plastic in snow?
I'm here to show pure and clean snow and dogs and the Arctic nature, and that's what I hope to do for the rest of my life. And if it continues this way, I will not be able to.
It wake me up, it wake my company up that we have to do something. So it's not good news, but we must not give up.
Up here you look around you every day and you see something that you think is the pristine Arctic, as it's called. And it's not anymore, and we see it every day, and it's really, really sad.
Here's the truth. There is nowhere on the planet to escape pollution from us, however hard you run. Roger Harrabin, BBC News in the Norwegian Arctic.